Good afternoon, grizzly bears, and useless. How are you? Welcome back to my stream. I understand it's your birthday tomorrow, useless. Happy early birthday. So, today, I am going to be hopefully finishing the complete works of Emily Dickinson. I think this is stream number 7, or maybe 8. I'll have to check the YouTube playlist, but it's been a long journey getting through all of Emily Dickinson's poems. And actually, I'm not even sure that this collection I'm reading is all of them. I might find some more and have to come back and read more. But at least for today, I'm going to finish this collection and call it done. So, we are in a very depressing section of her poems on the theme of time and eternity, which mostly really means the theme of death. So, just a slight warning there, it might be depressing. Okay, the first poem here is untitled. Before the ice is in the pools, before the skaters go, or any cheek at nightfall is tarnished by the snow, before the fields have finished, before the Christmas tree, wonder upon wonder will arrive to me. What we touch the hems of on a summer's day, what is only walking just a bridge away? That which sings so, speaks so, when there's no one here. Will the frock I wept in answer me to wear? The next poem is called Dying. I heard a fly buzz when I died. The stillness round my form was like the stillness in the air between the heaves of storm. The eyes beside had wrung them dry, and breaths were gathering sure for that last onset when the king be witnessed in his power. I willed my keepsakes, signed away what portion of me I could make assignable, and then there interposed a fly with blue, uncertain, stumbling buzz between the light and me. And then the windows failed, and then I could not see to see. I noticed that Emily Dickinson writes a lot of poems about not just death, but the process of dying, the last moments of life. I think she had a bit of a morbid fascination with that. adrift, a little boat adrift, and night is coming down. Will no one guide a little boat unto the nearest town? So sailors say on yesterday, just as the dusk was brown, one little boat gave up its strife and gurgled down and down. But angels say on yesterday, just as the dawn was red, one little boat, oar spent with gales, retrimmed its mast, redecked its sails, exalted, onward sped. There's been a death in the opposite house as lately as today. I know it by the numb look such houses have alway. The neighbors rustle in and out. The doctor drives away. A window opens like a pod, abrupt, mechanically. Somebody flings a mattress out. The children hurry by. They wonder if it died on that. I used to when a boy. The minister goes stiffly in, as if the house were his, and he owned all the mourners now, and little boys besides. And then the milliner and the man of the appalling trade, to take the measure of the house, there'll be that dark parade of tassels and of coaches soon. It's easy as a sign, the intuition of the news in just a country town. We never know we go when we are going. We jest and shut the door. Fate, following behind us, bolts it, and we accost no more. The next poem is called The Soul's Storm. It struck me every day. The lightning was as new as if the cloud that instant slit and let the fire through. It burned me in the night, it blistered in my dream. It sickened fresh upon my sight with every morning's beam. I thought that storm was brief, the maddest, quickest by, but nature lost the date of this and left it in the sky. Water is taught by thirst, land by the ocean's past, transport by throe, peace by its battles told, love by memorial mold, birds by the snow. The next poem is called Thirst. We thirst at first, 'tis nature's act, and later when we die, a little water supplicate of fingers going by. It intimates the finer want whose adequate supply is that great water in the west, termed immortality. A clock stopped, not the mantles. Geneva's farthest skill can't put the puppet bowing that just now dangled still. An awe came on the trinket, the figures hunched with pain, then quivered out of decimals into decreeless noon. It will not stir for doctors, this pendulum of snow. The shopman importunes it, while cool, concernless know. Nods from the gilded pointers, nods from the seconds slim, decades of arrogance between the dial life and him. The next poem is called Charlotte Bronte's Grave. All overgrown by cunning moss, all interspersed with weed, the little cage of Currer Bell in quiet Haworth laid. This bird, observing others when frosts too sharp became, retire to other latitudes quietly, did the same, but differed in returning, since Yorkshire hills are green. Yet not in all the nests I meet can nightingale be seen. Gathered from many wanderings, Gethsemane can tell through what transporting anguish she reached the asphodel. Soft fall the sounds of Eden upon her puzzled ear. Oh, what an afternoon for heaven when Bronte entered there. A toad can die of light. Death is the common right of toads and men, of earl and midge the privilege. Why swagger then? The gnat's supremacy is large as thine. Far from love, the Heavenly Father leads the chosen child, oftener through realm of briar than the meadow mild, oftener by the claw of dragon than the hand of friend, guides the little one predestined to the native land. Glad you're enjoying it, Useless. Just don't think too much what the poems are about because they're very depressing. The next poem is called Sleeping. A long, long sleep, a famous sleep that makes no show for dawn. By stretch of limb or stir of lid, an independent one. Was ever idleness like this, within a hut of stone, to bask the centuries away, nor once look up for noon. Retrospect. 'Twas just this time last year I died. I know I heard the corn when I was carried by the farms. It had the tassels on. I thought how yellow it would look when Richard went to mill. And then I wanted to get out, but something held my will. I thought just how red apples wedged the stubble's joints between, and carts went stooping round the fields to take the pumpkins in. I wondered which would miss me least, and when Thanksgiving came, if Father'd multiply the plates to make an even sum. And if my stocking hung too high, would it blur the Christmas glee that not a Santa Claus could reach the altitude of me? But this sort grieved myself, and so I thought how it would be when just this time, some perfect year, themselves should come to me. Now we are arrived, finally, at the very last poem in this collection. It's called Eternity. On this wondrous sea, sailing silently, ho, pilot, ho, knowest thou the shore, where no breakers roar, where the storm is o'er? In the silent west, many sails at rest, their anchors fast. Thither I pilot thee, land ho, eternity, ashore at last.